Bulldog Backfield, where Jarah is taking you back to the field. On this week's podcast, we have a little plot twist, and I'm going to let Jarah take it over from here.
Hey guys, welcome to Bulldog Backfield. My name is Jarah, and I'm a junior here at Tennessee Wesleyan. I major in communications, and me and Avery have been able to ride that road out together, having the same major. And I was asked to interview her today since she is the founder of Bulldog Backfield as well as an athlete. She had an amazing season, an amazing 4 years on our volleyball team. And so today I want to take her back to the field. So we're going to start off with some of Avery's statistics. So Avery had a career total of 798 kills, 144 digs, 221 block solos, 231 block assists, 452 total blocks, and in 466 sets played. She holds the school record in career blocks, career block assists, along with the single season total blocks record of 137, single season blocks assists record of 88, single game record for solo blocks at 7, and the single game hitting percentage of .706. I'm not finished yet. Avery was named the 2017 AAC All-Academic Team, 2018 All-Academic Team, and the All-AAC First Team in 2018 and 19. Along with these earning spots on the 2018 Running Eagle Classic and Phoenix Classic All-Tournament teams. She was also named to the 2018 and 19 American Coaches Volleyball Association All-Northeastern Region Honorable Mention Team. Avery has served as team captain for the past 2 seasons. And along with this is the second year in a row Avery Hilliard has been named to the All-AAC First Team. She was also the representative for the Champion of Character Award, as well as the All-North Region Honorable Mention. As well as being your host and founder, Avery is involved with the Multicultural Student Association, also known as MSA, the National Society of Leadership and Success, the Hackberry and Oak Society, and the Student Activities Board. So, we're going to ask Avery a couple questions.
Okay.
So, speaking of volleyball and all these awesome things you did, how do you feel about this past volleyball season and it being the end of your volleyball career?
Well, to start with the beginning of the season, we got introduced to a new coach. I initially came in with Coach Ashley Harris, and then her husband Ian Harris came along for the ride. My sophomore year, he didn't really say much. He was just trying to test the water to see who we were. And then junior year is when he spoke up. So that's when he was fully in it with us. But they departed from us due to family matters. And in life, you have to make hard decisions. I took them leaving very hard, but I welcomed the new coach, Joshua Brannon, and the whole team as one. Everyone wasn't really, feeling him at first, but
Change is hard.
yes, it is. But after a while, people had to buy in. Either you
Right.
buy in or you buy out, and you're here on scholarship, so you got to test that water pretty,
Yeah.
So I bought in. I listened to him. I understood how he was going to change things, and I went with it. And he helped me get better, Everybody, as time goes or changes, you have things you need to work on. I needed to work on a few things with blocking, hitting, and he was there to help me as a coach should be. Mm-hmm. And the season, we went to conference. I'm glad.
Yes.
So I've been to conference 3 times out of my 4 years here.
Congratulations.
Thanks. And we unfortunately didn't make it past the first round, but I wouldn't have wanted to go to conference with any other set of girls.
Right.
I love them so much. We have our ups and downs. We're girls. We have attitudes and everything else. But we know how to leave it off the court. I for sure know that if I have an issue, I'm not going to bring it on the court.
Right.
We're here, come to practice and leave everything outside of practice so you can focus. And he was really big on that. Coach Brandon, he told us we had the line of discipline. He said, don't cross that line until you feel like you're ready to give your 100%. In practice, and I really like that because you need to make sure you give your 100% at every practice. Right. Like if you have an issue, talk to him. He said you could come talk to him, and if you need to miss practice that day for a legit reason, then let him know. So I really enjoyed that. It's really surreal that I'm a senior. I remember just moving in. Mm-hmm. I remember my dad just helping me pack my stuff up to move into college, and now I'm about to really go into the real world, as people call it, but I was sad. I'm still a little sad, but, time waits for no one.
Yes.
And my year, I can't play volleyball forever,
Right.
It's the option of overseas, but I aspire to be a sports commentator, and I just feel like I would have way more fun in my field. I love being on camera as you see. And I love sports. So
yeah, well, I think you'll do great wherever you go after this. So I'm from Athens, and here in Athens we have volleyball at our high school, and then the collegiate level, which is Tennessee Wesleyan. So a lot of those girls, including my sister, really look up to Avery and her team, and have really just brought a positive atmosphere. They love the games, and as well as all the athletics here at Wesleyan. So what is any advice you could give to younger volleyball players or your teammates that you're leaving behind?
First, I'm going to start off with incoming freshmen.
Okay.
When you're an incoming freshman, I would say go to a school that makes you feel happy. Go to a school that's your choice. Go to a school that nobody pressures you to go to, especially when you're going to be there for 4 years and playing volleyball with a group of girls. You know, everybody doesn't get along with everybody, but you're going to have that at schools. But just remember that you're going to school solely for education first. And then sports come. That's why it's student athlete, not athlete student.
Right.
You have to have the grades to be able to be on that court. It's not, oh, I'm that good, I'm going to be on that court. No, because the coach will sit you down. It doesn't matter how good of a star you are out there. You need your academics first. So definitely take care of things in the classroom, and then take care of things on the court. And then just make sure you give it your all. Like, as a freshman, you're going to be nervous. Everybody's nervous.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you go far away from home or if you stay close to home.
Right.
You're going to be nervous because you're in a new environment. You're in college.
College is college.
But you're back at the bottom of the totem pole.
Right.
But it's on you how you work your way up. I'd say that. You're not going to come in being spoon-fed. The coach, they're going to recruit you. They're going to be nice, of course. They want to get you to the school. But then you're going to see that they're going to have another side. And it's up to you how you take it. You know, you're going to have criticism. Everybody's going to critique you, but it's on how you take it. So I feel once you get the fundamentals down in volleyball, how people talk to you, how you receive things, it'll help you in the long run.
Right.
And then for girls, like, who's not about to get in college, but, like, they're playing, like, at a club level, like AU. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Memphis Metro back home. That's what I played for. I tell them, keep working hard, and just know if you don't have an offer yet, they're coming. Someone's watching you, and your time will come. If you don't get into the university that you want to get into, maybe it's not for you, and God has another plan for you. So don't ever give up. Just continue to play the sport that you love.
Yes. Yeah. So the last thing about volleyball is, what was the best moment of this season? What was like, oh my gosh, the best moment ever.
Of this season?
Of this season. Your new coach, what, because you just feel like, I remember this forever. Okay.
My senior day.
Okay.
It's usually called senior night, but we had ours on a Saturday, and it was during the day, of course, senior day. And my family came down, and they definitely represented Memphis, Tennessee. When I say I planned for my folks to come down here from the beginning of my senior year. I had a different senior day,
right? But
they changed it, so I had to make sure I told the family what day to come. You know, here's the hotels that we have, and they made an itinerary. We planned to do this when they came. They came in the day of the game, pumped up, yelling, screaming. My favorite moment was when my cousin Kira was in the crowd saying, "Go Avery!" And then her daughter was like, "Go Avery, go Avery!" It was so cute. I just loved hearing them in the stands. I had to zone them out a few times because they was getting kind of loud up there. And they were like, "I know she hears us. I know she hear me." But I loved it. I was all smiles and laughs that whole weekend. I needed it. I missed my family so much. And then I got the game-winning point. I really turned it up. Yeah. So it was just a blessing to be able to play in front of them. And I was so happy to see their faces come down here. Like, the senior day was legit. I loved it. My teammates made it everything from the gifts they gave Tia and I, that's the other senior, and then how they decorated the gym. And then they had us remember Jade Robertson. She was supposed to come in with my class, but she was in a bad accident before coming to school. So I love how they involved her in the mix. But that day was just beautiful. Yeah,
it was. So Avery carries herself very well. So seeing her around campus is one thing, but seeing her on the court was another thing. And I really enjoyed watching you play this season. So moving on, Avery is the founder, creator, host, the head, the top dog of Bulldog Backfield. This is our first semester of having this here, and Avery kind of took off and brought the show to life, the podcast to life. So Where do you see it going when you leave? Somebody will obviously take it up, and how do you feel about leaving it and somebody else doing it?
Whoever continues,
and advice for them.
Whoever continues the show, just know that you will be in great hands. I love Catherine Davis.
I second that.
I love her. I'm so
She's
happy.
Awesome.
Yes, so happy and blessed that I got to meet her. She's truly a blessing. She blessed me with this cardboard, and she's just blessed me with advice and help on how to better each episode. Like, she will not let you go astray. Just trust her and know that this podcast will help you in your future. If you're inspired to be a sports podcaster, if you aspire to be a public speaker, whatever, it will help you speak better. It will help your camera presence, and it will just give you lessons that you probably have not learned before. Like, it's just, I love being able to do this. I feel like it's a job. I come up here all dolled up.
Yeah.
And like, who's on the show today? What time are they coming? You're going to love it. And don't be nervous. Just know that if you need any help, you can always contact me. You have Catherine, you have Jarah, because she's been here with me, helping me film and go over things. Just know that you can do it. And add your own style. You don't have to, do exactly what I did. You can add your own flavor and turn the show around. Who knows? But I wish whoever continues the show after me luck and know that you can do it.
Yeah, so Avery's definitely built for it. She's did a great job, and we will continue it through next semester as well. So moving on, how did you come up with the name Bulldog Backfield, and is there a story behind it?
So the story behind it was not me. It was my cousin, Gabrielle Mitchell. I texted a few family members, and when I got to her, she was the one who responded quickly, and she said, "What about Bulldog Backfield?" And then I was like, I was like, okay, if that's the name, I need a catchphrase. So I came up with the catchphrase where I'm taking you back to the field. So that's how we came up with Bulldog Backfield. So I always give her credit.
Yeah.
Yes.
So last question is, how hard was it for you to balance the podcast, school, athletics, and a social life? I feel like you're very known on campus. You carry yourself extremely well. You're very into a lot of different things. So how hard was it to keep everything together this year?
Well, coming in as a freshman, I knew I wanted to balance and prioritize. I did it in high school, but of course, coming to college and high school is two different things. So I just remember what days I had an interview. I remember what days I had this assignment that needed to be turned in. I remember what day I had a tiring practice when I needed a rest. I just made note of what I had to do ahead of time. I'm the type of person that if I know I have to get some work done, I can't have fun. So It's no social life.
Yeah.
It's no social life with me when I know I have some work to be done. It's just when I go out, I'm thinking about what I have to do. And if it's not done, I'm not going to have fun. So I get my work done and then play. So, you can have you got to be balanced. And I feel like if you're not balanced, it's going to make you go crazy. So it's just better off to plan, prioritize, and just know what you have to do and get it done.
Right. So one more question that I thought of as I was finishing. You've had a tremendous amount of support and love through social media and on campus for Bulldog Backfield. How does that make you feel? Is there any negative with it or any positive, or how are your emotions, feelings with going into this? Because this is something pretty big on campus.
I know. I really was not expecting to start a podcast. I came back from summer. I had a radio show. It was a sports radio show called Sports Mania, where we're maniacs for sports. I had it with my friend Nia Harris. She was my co-host, and I told Catherine about it, and I knew she was going to be over my internship, and she was like, "What if we did a podcast?" And I said, "Well, what if?" And from there, we took off with it. I didn't know it was going to be this big with a cardboard in the name. I really didn't know it was going to be that big, and I love it, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. And even though the internship is over this end of semester, I'm still going to continue to do it because I haven't even got to all the sports. I can't leave nobody out.
Yes.
And, this is not just an internship to me. It's basically my career because I want to be on TV. I want to be discussing sports. I want to be interviewing. So this is just helping me in the long run. And I have something to fall back on to help others. Like, you could do this, you could do that. As you see, I'm on YouTube, and I'm also on Spotify where you can listen to the audio. And I just really want to thank Catherine Davis for giving me the opportunity, because she didn't have to help me. She didn't have to put me on Spotify. You know,
Right.
we didn't have to be on YouTube. We could have just made the videos and just, showed
Right.
it. But we went after it, and I loved it. It's just, it just makes me feel really happy. I feel important.
Yeah, we love Catherine Davis. She's definitely gave me a lot of opportunities as well. And I was so happy to have this opportunity to interview Avery on Bulldog Backfield. I'm thankful that I was able to be here and I was able to be your host. But Avery will be back with you guys next week, so she'll see you then.
So I'll be taking y'all back to the field. Bye.